The safest way to work with low back pain is on the back. And the hips aren't fixed and you're hugging the knees into the chest, you're doing rolling bridge, all of that. However, because I work with so many people with back problems and SI joint problems, I've had to get really creative on how, because the Psoas is a major player in low back issues. If it gets tight, you start to, this cord sort of hunching over and shortening here. And so camel, for instance, will stretch the Psoas. But if you have disc damage or stenosis, camel's not good, And this I always find really interesting. The safest way to work with low back pain is on the back. And the hips aren't fixed and you're hugging the knees into the chest, you're doing rolling bridge, all of that. However, and again, learn this one the hard way, flip the person over. Doing prone back bends with your hips fixed on the floor is the safest way. Because I've worked with people that have trouble being on their stomach. And so I'm like, okay, we'll just use the wall. They have their hands, keep your hips pointed towards the wall and do back bends there. That allows that torquing and it's not okay. And so I think, and some of us have a little bit more softness than others, but you have the softness of the abdomen, but the stability of the floor, helping to lift you up and keep that. And that when you're doing the prone back bends, pressing the pubic bone down elongates and the lumbar spine and stabilizes the pelvis. Then you can start to use that lifting up. And I talk about in here that I generally tend towards the safest common denominator in everything, because I'm kind of a chicken. But so say someone has acute SI things going on, I would have them do a repetitive cobra, keeping the legs down. As you add the legs in, that might add more stress. Now, some people, it might hurt to lift up the chest. So press down the pubic bone, lift up both legs. So you're working the muscles from two directions. And then there's much stronger ones for when they're not acute, to really stabilize. There's one called Vimanasana, where you lift up into a back bend, you open the leg, externally rotate, and then you close the legs and internally rotate to touch the knees. So you're getting all the adductor and, the internal and external rotators, and it is a strong back bend, but it will help stabilize everything around the SI joint. However, if someone's acute and you put them in that, you're gonna have to get an escort out to your car, Well, no, you could probably outrun them, I guess.
Okay.